My dear viewers and students, very warm greetings from SRM Classes Patna. Today I am going to deliver my lecture on the topic entitled Origin and Mechanism of Indian Monsoon. It's a very interesting topic uh, for all of you, and my lecture will be focused on various aspects of monsoon winds which blow over India. The discussion will mainly point towards understanding the monsoon winds and mechanism of Indian monsoon which relates to its origin. Let me come to the origin of the word monsoon. The word has been derived from the Arabic, which means season. If I have to describe the monsoon winds, it immediately comes to our mind that it is a system of winds that influences the climate of a large area and that reverses direction with the change of seasons. Monsoons are caused primarily by the much greater annual variation in temperature over large areas of land than of the adjacent ocean water. The variation in temperature between land and ocean water causes an excess of atmospheric pressure over the continents in the winter and deficit in the summer. This disparity causes strong winds to blow between the ocean and the land, bringing heavy seasonal rainfall. Monsoon winds in southern Asia forms a part of a system that blow from the southwest in the summer and usually bring heavy rains. It is important to note that monsoon season is characterized by distinct seasons. Let me now come to the point how the monsoon winds have been recognized and defined by different scholars. Monsoon has always been an interesting topic and has always baffled meteorologists. There is a very popular saying and comment regarding monsoon that every Indian rural folk understands monsoon, but the great meteorologists have failed to understand it. The Greek philosopher Aristotle is believed to have expressed the first view regarding monsoon in an essay related to weather. The Arab scholars have contributed much to add to our knowledge regarding the origin and characteristics of monsoon winds. Actually, Arabs recognized the monsoon winds for the first time. In the 10th century, Al-Masudi, an Arab explorer, gave an account of the reversal of ocean currents and the monsoon winds over North Indian Ocean. The Arab writer Sibri Ali, in 1554, gave a detailed account of the reversal of these winds. The Western scholars too have expressed their views regarding origin and mechanism of Indian monsoon and also other monsoon winds. Edmund Halley is supposed to be the first European scholar to have expressed his views in 1686, which was published in the Philosophical Transactions of British Royal Society. According to Edmund Halley, monsoons are large-scale land and sea breezes, changing their direction with the change in seasons on account of reversal of pressure belts. George Hadley, another European scholar, in 1735 extended the works of Edmund Halley. He provided explanation for the trade winds, which is relevant even today. Circulation of trade winds in tropics is known as Hadley's cell in his honor. Other notable scholars who have expressed their views are Köppen. He expressed twice in 1906 and in 1923. Horn in 1932, Eaker in 1945, H.E. Blanford, Sir Gilbert Walker in 1920, M.T. Yin in 1949, and Professor Flown in 1968. Let me now come to the views expressed by some Indian scholars regarding monsoon winds. The first notable Indian scholar is Professor U.K. Bose, a meteorologist who holds similar views as expressed by Halley. Professor P.C. Mahalanobis expressed his views at the time of Second World War when he presented a classical paper on rainstorm and floods in Orissa in 1940. The views of Dr. P. Koteswaram, former Director General of Indian Meteorological Observatory, is very important regarding the origin of monsoon winds. He expressed his views at an international symposium on monsoons of the world in Geneva in 1958. According to Professor Koteswaram, Tibetan Plateau plays a vital role in the mechanism of Indian monsoon. It acts like a thermal engine in the origin of monsoon winds over India. Other notable scholars who have expressed the views regarding the origin of monsoon winds are Raman Ramanathan, A. Parthasarthi, Anant Krishnan, S. Ramaratnan, and others. All the views regarding the mechanism of Indian monsoon can be divided in three broad groups. The first is the classical school. It is led by Edmund Halley and supported by Professor U.K. Bose. According to this view, unequal heating of the land and sea is the main cause for the origin of Indian monsoon. The second view is Air Mass school. According to this view, contraction and expansion of prevailing winds is the main cause of the origin of Indian monsoon. And third view, this is the latest view, it is the jet stream concept. The jet stream plays a vital role in the arrival and departure of monsoon winds over Indian subcontinent. Let me now come to the main topic, that is mechanism of Indian monsoon. The views of German meteorologist Professor H. Flown is very important in this context. According to him, temperature difference is not the sole cause for unequal pressure systems which are not so strong to cause reversal of the monsoon winds. The conclusions which can be drawn on the basis of Professor H. Flown's views are: number one, monsoon winds are westerly equatorial winds which are caused by the northward expansion of the equatorial low pressure. Number two is that ITCZ, an intertropical convergence zone, attracts these monsoon winds or westerly winds. The rainfall over India is purely convectional. The number fourth point is the southeast trade winds do not cross the equator to enter northern hemisphere. Next is that anticyclonic conditions develop over northern Indian subcontinent due to very high pressure in winter months. And number six, reversal of wind is not caused, it is simply the re-establishment of permanent trade winds. Change in wind direction on the surface and aloft above is the result of normal seasonal migration of planetary winds. Some experiments have also been done regarding the mechanism of Indian monsoon, to understand the mechanism of Indian monsoon. And one such very important experiment is the monsoon expedition, that is MONEX. The highlighting features of the experiments are: number one, Monex was the joint Monex was done under the joint auspices of India and erstwhile Soviet Union. This experiment was done with the help of 4 Russian and 2 Indian ships equipped with modern scientific instruments. These ships were pressed into service in the Arabian Sea and the Indian Ocean. Various experiments were performed to collect data for a period between May to July 1973. On the basis of this Monex experiment, meteorologists arrived at the conclusion that Tibetan Plateau plays a crucial role in the mechanism of monsoon. And you know that Dr. P. Koteswaram, former head of the Indian Meteorological Department, had already expressed about the vital role of Tibetan Plateau as early as in 1958. It concluded that the vast size and the height, that is 4 kilometer height and 4,000 meters of plateau, is also a mechanical barrier for chilly and cold winds to enter India and also the southwest monsoon moving towards Central Asia. Tibetan Plateau acts like a thermal engine for the creation of monsoon winds. Strong monsoon results when the vast landmass of Tibet is excessively heated. On the contrary, weak monsoon is caused by improper and less heating of Tibetan Plateau. Heating of the atmosphere over Tibetan Plateau is caused by the quick reflection of sun's rays over the smooth surface of ice. That is all for today, my dear viewers and students. I think that you have understood what I have explained today about the monsoon winds of India, how it has originated, and what is the mechanism in short. And in the next video, I will explain the latest concept of jet stream regarding the mechanism of Indian monsoon. That is all for today. Again, I am very much thankful to all of you to have given me a very patient hearing. Thank you so much. Thank you.